Okay, we are back with our Pathfinder Kingmaker playthrough. We have finished the Barnhold Lot playthrough, the DLC. So now we're ready to continue the main mission, and then eventually all of our actions will be showcased in the future. We'll see how many changes and how we're able to affect things. I'll try to point it out or just mention like, oh, okay, I remember this. But right now we are clearing out some places. First off, the Swamp Witch's hut. We're trying to clear out these Narlmarches, and then about time we've clear out the Narlmarches, then we'll be ready to annex the place, which makes sense. Before we create our town or whatever, it does make sense to clear it out of all issues, even though our original lands is not cleared out. So we have our party that we're going to use right now. We have Valerie, because basically we're training Valerie. She's doing like training in terms of, let's see if she's worth being in the party. If she's not worth, then we're going to go back to Ahan, and Ahan will be the one that we main with. But she's alright. She just can't hit for anything. But anyway, let's go to the Swamp Witch's hut. I realized that I learned so much from like playing and getting really into a game. That's why I recommend anyone who's actually playing a game, give it some time, like 20, I don't know how many hours I put in this. I know it's been more than 30, based on simply the fact of my recordings. So it's probably more than 50. No, that might be too much. Because I have like 20 episodes of this. If it's about an hour, average hour and a half, then it's like 30 at least, and then the Varnhouse lot playthrough. But anyway, give things some time, because I learned that I can rest in dungeons, I just need rations. So that's what's the point in rations. I just didn't know I had to go into the management screen to access that. So that's interesting. So I could have did the whole thing much easier. And then I also learned that clerics, is that in Kundayo? Why isn't Kundayo in the front? That's crazy. I'm about to relocate this. Miri should be in the front. Kundayo should be in the back. I can be in the back like that, and then that's good. So he can move 5 foot back, and then shoot. Yeah, these are hard to hit, which is an issue. Like if I inspect them, 56 hit points, they have 26 AC, so that's an issue. If I shoot, only have +6. Hold person's good. And this is what I'm going to do: Blessing of the Faithful, and not Blessing of the Faithful long, but just the traditional Blessing of the Faithful short, for the simple reason that I don't have to really put any. Put that right there. I don't have to spend any resources on these things. Even though I can rest, it would just mean more resting. But I'm going to put it on a Kundayo. It might be a good thing to, but these are will-o-wisps. They should have vulnerabilities, like, yeah, to magic missile. So I'm just going to magic missile this one. It's still not doing as much damage as I would like. Send the dog. And then of course we're going to send a Miri. She would have to move over here. Let's attack this one. And then Valerie, put her in the space too. And now we are going to magic missile. I should have maged armored, because instead of dealing with these things, this is going to be extremely. That's all. Okay, so I have the Blessing of the Faithful. Good. Kundayo MVP. Blessing of the Faithful short on a Kundayo. Kundayo is like our damage dealer. I'm surprised he got a +14 to hit. That's our highest plus to hit. So he has the most accuracy. which is good. Now we're just making. I just blessing of the faithful him, so that did increase it. And I'm taking penalties to rapid shot and deadly aim, but I have, what is it, blessing of the faithful with a +2. He's gonna be even stronger. But yeah, I'm just gonna magic missile and weaken these enemies. Like they can miss and everything. Magic missile. Good. That's fine. Good. So now I should just be able to hit. Let's use a ray of frost on it. Oh, I couldn't do that. When it says concealment, then you know you would have hidden if it didn't have that ability. Okay, so this should kill it. Good. All of the wisps are so annoying to deal with. If you've seen the playthrough with Von Hoslot, then you would understand how annoying they are to deal with. Then mage armor Tristan. And then I can mage armor myself. And I can mage armor the dog. Okay, now we're ready. So this time we're gonna go this way. Oh, there's something over here. Mushrooms. What are we fighting? What is that? Is it the snake creature? Oh, a greater tassel worm. We're fighting some of these things in our main playthrough. Let's charge. I guess I could rage. I love that I have Scorching Ray, but we don't have to use those right now. Sneak attack is amazing. Okay, she has the haste spell, but there's 2 of them. I don't have Phantasmal Killer yet, so they're lucky. They're lucky. But I do have Aspect of the Falcon, which is a... This is a level 1 spell. And, okay, so I'm not going to use that. Let's use Acid Arrow, just for the fun of it. And now we charge. Charge, I think, gives me +1. What does it give me? A +2 bonus on attack roll and -2 penalty to AC. That's perfectly fine. Oh, that was Tristan. Okay, so now I get that, and now there should be some mushrooms over here, because that's what the loot was for, to collect mushrooms. That's a tassel worm. I don't know why it had that. And now we have to collect mushroom. What would have been nice, of course Skyrim's a different game, but you can move the creatures. It would have been nice just for some immersion if I could move the body. We got something. Shamble-tus. We'll take it. Okay, this is a ghoul. Got me some potions. A dead man staggers towards you. There is a gaping hole in the middle of his chest, and you can see the white of bone through the tears in his decayed flesh. He speaks with a halting, gurgling wheeze. Living one, I do not want to harm you. Help me. Who are you? I had a name. Dorsey had a bride. Now I'm no one, alone, less than no one. What happened to the village? The man groans and you see his hands twitch and curl into fists. Faye, damned Faye, killed everyone, every single one. Hate them all. Hate the Faye, hate the headman. Why do you hate Faye so much? The dead man's decayed hands sink into the edges of the huge hole in his chest. The Fae stole my bride, killed her, killed me, the whole village, and the headman, the bastard. Helped them, sold his own daughter to the Fae. Naita, my love, evil, all of them. How I hate them. How can I help you? The Fae said, I'll teach my final rest when 2 coins serve as my eyelids. Give me just 2 coins. Gold coins over the dead man's eyes. Just 2 coins shouldn't be too hard. All lies, damned Fae, damned. But they fall into the socket, from the sockets to the dead man. Oh. Okay, so coins for a dead man's eyes. So missions. You met a local, but he certainly wasn't at his best. The poor soul's become undead, and he's wandering the ruins trying to find West. We should help him, but how? The walking dead is cursing the Fae and asking for 2 coins to cover his eyes, and I'm willing to bet not just any old coins will do. We should examine the location more closely to see if we can learn more about this poor guy and the course. And so I have the spell delay poison. What is that? You failed to pick the lock. I hate when they fail to pick the lock. That means no loot for me. Go this route. Oh, what is these slugs? I know it's not slugs that are causing the poison, but I will cast the spell now, just in case they do poison. So the lay poison communal. Okay, that will give us delay poison for 1 hour, so that will allow us to fight some stuff. So Kundeo can start with a shot. So now, if they try to do some poison, we got. Oh, we did a decent amount of damage. So we have 3 people on front line, 3 people on back line. I can go in between. Oh, we have the dog. So the dog serves as a front line. That's fine. I could cast haste. I could if I had. Oh, there it is. But it's alright. There are just 2 of them. Or 3 of them. Oh, there's 3. And they're giant. Okay. I want to keep my blindness spell. And they're going to do acid damage. I don't know how I have resist energy. Resist energy is a 2nd level spell. It's not resist energy communal. So I'm going to cast a large person on Amiri, so she can do some damage. And then we can. Okay. Let us go into rage. Then I can't. Okay, let's go. It's immune to acid, but that's fine. Oh, snap. What the? Did you see that? We're going to move right here. Then we're going to cast haste. It's about to spit acid. That's what happens when you haste. And this fire is about to hurt. Oh, I thought the fire was going to hurt. Okay. The question is, do I have a wand? I have a wand of bless, which I did, but I didn't bless everyone. But first, I need to cure the wounds. Cure critical wounds on the dog. I don't want the dog to fall. Let me get up in the fight. Why not? Even though I can't do anything. That's 1 slug dead. I get 3 hits off of this one. Immune. It's immune to the acid, but it's definitely taking the physical damage. Now this one is the slug, immune to acid. I don't have Phantasmal Killer, which is just so unfortunate. I do like how the Sylvan Sorcerer has greater visibility. You'll get that at, I think, 9th or 8th level. Bone Shaker, that's just a waste of a spell. I don't want to waste my spells on things that are just gonna 11 damage. Nice. What the? What the? That's crazy. Die. That's crazy. Did you see how much damage it did? What was that? Did I stunning fist it? But without trying to stunning fist it? How did... Go, kill it. Lucia Valencia. I should get a scroll of raised dead. Do I have one? Because I think even if she dies, I can just... Yeah, I need to buy a scroll of raised dead just to have it on backup. I need like 128 some thousand to do what I really want, which is to buy the Narlmarches without any build points. Like if I'm just purely purchasing the beer point. Use serious wounds on her. 44 to 51. Let me give her a potion of cure light wounds. Kundayo could use one of these potions. No. I'm gonna use healing spells until I run out. Kundayo doesn't need that right now. If I would have stayed further in the back, we wouldn't have had the problem. So it's my mistake. I just want to be too far in the front. The AI is smart. Don't get them wrong. I learned that when I was playing Varnholds Live, because the AI will just, when they see you down and weakened, they will come for you. Don't underestimate this AI. Oh, that's the loot we weren't able to get, unfortunately. Okay, so we're it's somewhere. It's just being blocked. Oh, I can't get in there. I think there's like similar to the bear incident. Like there's probably something like that. Yeah. I can attack. I think I'm still gianted. Yeah. What are these? Dire boars? It's level 5. Question is, can I do a charge? Can't charge. Okay. I can move right here. Acid splash. I don't have fireball, which is unfortunate. I can shoot that. Dog, move right here. Dog can't do anything except move. So we'll get right here, and then we'll attack when it's time. Why are they going for me? See the animals. I think the AI is like super intelligent because it going for who it thinks is weaker, and it's going based off of looks. And obviously, I understand. I look the weakest. And I might be the weakest. In terms of armor class, I'm not the weakest. I'm like the strongest if we're going based simply on armor class. But the pigs don't know that. They see big weapon on a Mary, stay away. They see me, no weapons at all, attack. Makes sense. It's not like it's... And it'll be really cool if it does it like that. like for the different enemies, like if I was facing a spellcaster, they would like actually be able to tell, okay, this guy's strong. His magic capabilities and magic power level is over 9,000. Okay, attack this one. It falls down. It gets up, and then it dies. Okay, scan, take. Okay, so now I move. What is this? Direboar, take. I need to go in there. I still can't go in there, so that's not the location. I know somewhere around here should be like a entrance for me to get in.
We will prevail.
What is that? What is that?
Stay behind
A
me.
venom hodag? Oh, and then there's a hodag's lair, so this might be similar to what we're gonna fight later on. Lucia Valentine. I don't know why you're right there. And I can't move. I wonder, oh, is there an invisible wall? That would be crazy. I need a scourging ray that thing. That has concealment. Am I blinded or something? I can't get to it. It's gonna be one of these situations. Critical hit live. See, all that concealment just basically means I can't hit it. Valerie can't do anything. I can arcane blast it. Did he just overcome? It has spell resistance? That's crazy. What is it? Is it immune to something? I'm not gonna magic missile. That's crazy. Is it gonna do anything? It's its turn. Oh, it moved. That is perfectly fine. There might be an area. It's probably over here. I think I have enough to actually hit it. So yeah, this is one of those. Wait, this is one of those situations where I'm gonna have to option it and go on to take it off a turn-based cosm, because this is more one of the glitches in the system. I don't like this map with all these glitches. So now
I'll try to make this swift.
it disappeared.
Good, you dead.
Attack.
So it's come to this.
Why do you keep on disappearing?
Cannot hide from me. Nowhere to run.
Why is yeah, go shoot.
You forced my hand.
Kill.
True.
Your death awaits.
And while they're doing that, I'm gonna move with the dog. Try to find out how to get in there, because there's an issue. I can't see it. Okay, we're gonna have to. Okay, that's it's
I am not.
it's dead. That's the dog. Move out the way. Lucia. Oh, is this one dead too? No, we're still in combat. Okay, this is the spot. This is the spot right here. I don't like the implementation, obviously. And then it's so stupid. Like, you could see this right here, but you're not even on that side. So that doesn't even make sense, but okay. Kondayo can make the AC. Amiri could have made it too.
I do what I must.
You see that?
So it could have been.
Arms.
Oh, there is another one. We can go into turn-based mode now. That we are done with the glitches. So it could just have been implemented. Oh dang, there's another one. What the? There's more of these things. That's crazy. Pivot step. Channel positive energy. Cause I still don't want my allies to die. Okay. I'm gonna have to bless.
Let us strike as one.
Kundale is going to need to back off. I'm not gonna aspect of the Falcon now. Lucia. There's only 2 of them. Still gonna mirror image. I should always have this mirror image just in case they do the stray shot. Because that's what happened last time. These 2 can fight this one. I'll get in with the dog. Lucia, how is you getting hit? Your armor class is supposed to be second to none. Second to none. That's the whole point you're using shield. 28 AC. I have 29 AC. And I'm not even using my shield. I'm using mage armor. Pathetic. That's why I have no need for you. The dog has 30 AC. So what does she need? Inventory. I didn't upgrade her shield. There's a flame guard shield that has a +1 enhancement but gives her resistance to fire. That could push her to 29. But it's like, we'll see. I'm still training her. Still getting over her. She's going to be strong one of these days. Potion of mage armor, potion of vanish, potion of invisibility. I need to keep that potion of invisibility for things. But anyway. Let me use my wand. 2 enemies. I still don't think it's worth, but it's a wand. I want to get more wands.
Do not falter.
Sneak attack. Good. Good.
Nowhere to run.
Don't worry. Lucia can shoot her arrow. Didn't work at all. Amiri does not have sneak attack on Fort. What are you looking at? Oh, she does. Did I already give her alchemist powers? Eventually, I'm gonna give myself alchemist powers, but not right now. I want to go into Dragon Disciple some more. So Tristan could get a.
Come to this.
That will open up opportunities for more damage, especially when I expand the sneak attack. Leather armor, that can work for selling.
Follow if you dare.
So I'm in here. Those things got defeated. I would have to have buffed more if I was in a different space. I do want to go here. So the question is, can I jump over here through some reason? Nope, can't. So now I leave the area. And then there has to be a place to go. I wish this would be more obvious. Like, I know it's over here, but it's not giving me a choice right now.
Your trouble.
Not Tristan Akunda.
Open.
Okay.
Completed.
So you have to hover directly over. I think that could be implemented better. I don't want to make my video about what they should put in the next Pathfinder game, which I believe they will make because the Pathfinder series have gone so, it has been so well received. I want to play Wrath of the Righteous first, and then I'll know. The next secret is how to get in. There it is. The house differs from the others. It's the only one that looks habitable. A low, almost defeated fence rings it, Smoke rises from the chimney, and you can smell what could be a stew. Heavily spiced, even glass windows adorned with drapes are intact. A small dented brass bell hangs near the front gate, and a well-swept path leads from the gate to the door of the house. Along the side of the house lies a garden, vegetables it seems, and in the middle of the garden you see a scarecrow with black stones for eyes and a wicked grin. Are those onyx gems? Detect magic. Let's see if there's any enchantments on this gate. The gate and bell bear a simple enchantment that alerts the caster, presumably the owner of the house, about uninvited guests. Gently throw a little pebble at the window. Detect magic. That scarecrow looks like it might be trouble. Scarecrow's aura is strong, almost like a lightning flash to your senses. It is not a bundle of sticks and rags. It's a dangerous ward to protect the home from trespassers. Anyone here? Ring the bell. Great, she comes. I'm not trespassing. What an everlasting damnation. After a few moments, the door creaks open and an old woman with a tangle of gray hair and greenish skin steps out. What is he doing? Or she doing? Oh, they actually have an animation? Oh, that's the idle animation. Go get up there, Vanhi, and talk to her. So, what in damnation are you doing here? The old woman squints at you with disapproval. Her hair is a tangle of gray and her wrinkled skin is an unusual shade of green. Both her eyebrows and ears taper to points. I'm looking for a lost child. Have you seen him by chance? A boy. What would I do with a brat? Pickle him in a jar? That's rich. She gives a rattling laugh. Where is it written if an old woman likes a little peace and quiet, she must be a child dealing with? I didn't say boy. I just said child. Who knows what could have snatched up a child? Mayhap he's been eaten by goblins or lured to the swamp by the wandering lights. Or maybe his poor sobbing mother with all her false tears strangled him in his sleep, then put him to bed with a shovel somewhere deep in the forest and now looks for someone to mantle the blame. Go to her, squeeze answers from her, make her tell where her whelp is, but don't be bothering me. Succeeded at a perception check. She's shaking with indignation. She's a proud woman. You can tell that easily, and the fact that she's breaking composure makes you sure she's telling the truth. Is that true? I've got a question for you. My lands will be safer without you. Who are you? Me, eh? I'm just a harmless old woman, hoping for some peace and quiet. The old beldame, they call me, and that's fine. Been called worse in my life. Why are you asking? What fool's errand brings you all the way out here? Show the herb you found at the swamp. This seems to be an unusual herb. Can you tell me what it is? You've got a good eye. The herb is useful, but not by itself. Look here. She shows you 3 different herbs. This one's mud leaf, that there is gloomberry, and that's the dizzy head. One guess what it does. If you can find 3 bundles of each, bring them to me. I've got a question for you. Just look at him. He's got a question. Her lips curls in a sneer. What makes you think I've any answers for one such as you? Scrabbling at my door like a beggar. Have you done anything good for me recently? You nothing for me, and you're nothing to me. How can I help you, then? Well, now we're talking. Much better than poking around here where you don't belong, nattering on like a fool. Here, look. She pulls a black, oddly wrinkled mushroom from a bag on her belt. It has an odd spell. But, it has an odd smell about it. What makes your eyes tear up? Oh, that makes your eyes. I can't read, apparently. This is a black rattlecap. The spore pods inside, the best thing for the lungs and the skin. Me, I use them for tea. They're rare, though, but they grow thickest at the mud bowl. East of here. Get me at least 10. Yes, 10, then we'll talk. Okay, so another mission. More experience, more leveling up, more strength, more power, more money, more. Leave. So, don't find the missing child. So what? Heeding the hopeless pleas of a poor village woman named Jenna Tannerson, we're heading out to look for her missing son, Tig, an innocent child who was fool enough to take a stroll through the dangerous forest. We should hurry, or the little brat could end up as a little pile of bone. The witch doesn't know anything about the missing boy. She may be pretty cranky, but she didn't seem to be lying. So where's the kid, and why would Jenna accuse the old lady? We have to talk to her at Capital Tavern. An old witch lives in the swamp. Oh, if I knew I had to hurry about it. Ooh. The scythe tree. Okay. So let's. I know there was time attached to it. That's interesting. There's an enemy right here. Oh, it found me.
Abilities.
That's fine. Shoot.
Aim true.
Then aim true. I need to give him more sneak attack. Get that feat that gives him sneak attack. I will not invest in. First, I want to get his damage up as high as possible. Make him a glass cannon.
Repent.
And then I can get some defenses. I could fight it. Yeah.
You should have run.
Wow. Decide the battle and it didn't go for. I just want to do a fireball because I just love dropping fireballs on the field. But we'll save it. I'll just do bone sugar. Only 12 damage. Spells aren't what they used to these days. The dog is still good for damage.
You dead.
Okay, die.
Bring it.
Collect all. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, can we? We can't get it yet.
Do talk.
We're not gonna go into her things because I don't want her to like attack. What? It looks like to get over there, I might have to find another one of the special crossing locations. Because it, like this one. That's how I knew it was mobility.
Done. Dawnflower, guide my hand.
Crazy. Okay. Do I have? I know I have a scroll of glitter dust. Let me see if I just put alchemist fire on the area. Oh, it's not gonna get hit by alchemist fire or damaged by alchemist fire. I have to use an acid flask since I can't use one of these yet. Okay, it should be right here.
Not working. Still not working.
Why can't I do it? Control.
Still not working.
Okay, that's not working. Okay. Gonna you can stay right there. Attacks and then leaves. Okay. Do I have glitter dust regularly on her? No. So this is where I use my spell because I know I have one of scroll of vanish, scroll of resist acid, protection from law, protection from evil, protection from chaos, false life, divine power, cure light wounds scrolls, that's good, blur scroll, acid arrow, scroll of aid. Wait, don't we have glitter dust? Ear piercing scream. That's crazy. That is crazy. I do not have the glitter dust. I thought I had it. Was that a different playthrough? Probably. So I don't know how to kill it. Scroll of ear piercing scream.
Something's wrong with the spell here.
Wand of scorching ray. Wand of, oh, I have a wand of magic missile. Wand of fireball. Can't grease. Grease not gonna help. He doesn't have anything. He can't glitter dust. Oh, if I get closer, I can fight him. Okay. I just wasn't close enough.
Tear them apart.
Okay, got one hit in. Tristan could use. Let's see. We have cure light wounds. We don't have cure serious. Let's cure moderate on the dog. Okay, great. 27 hit points on that. Valerie is still a one attack pony. Her base attack bonus needs to get high. Of course you can't, because you're trash.
Cannot hide from me.
Okay, so now with magic missile, I'm using these the scrolls because they're low level scrolls, and I just want to use them up. Like what? Like this wand. Oh, this guy's a level 3 wand, so that's decent. That is decent. But let me.
Don't hold back.
No, that didn't work. That's taking the most damage. Concealment. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, cure moderate wounds. Let me just do it right here so I don't mess up. Great. I do need a bless. I do need to deal damage. If you only hit concealment, concealment saves these things. A magic missile on the Will-O-Wisp. Okay, this is where I 5-foot step back. When I want a 5-foot step back, they don't want me to 5-foot step back. Okay, magic missile on this one. Good. Okay. Okay. Concealment is saving them. What is her hit points like? Good enough? Let me bless. Okay. Okay, good. All you needed was a boost. Now that only can do one hit on you. Okay. Good. That was all that we needed. I don't want to use this on them. Let's use my arcane stuff. Concealment, of course. Okay, 2. This is why we rage. Because the world wants us to rage. Cure light wounds. Okay, attack. Okay, it's dying next turn. Great. These aren't even high level enemies. They're just annoying. Take these things. The corpse of a beautiful girl lays in the middle of the glade. You can see the black stain of caked blood on her flowing dress. Despite the years that have passed since the girl's death, the body bears no signs of decay. Her pale hands clutching a white lily are folded on her chest peacefully, and a wreath of fresh flowers crowns her head. There is the glint of fine jewelry on her body, a necklace, earrings, and a ring on her fingers. As you study the jewelry, you hear hissing voices from every direction. Faye. But despite the number of voices, you cannot see a single one. Get hints, get hints. Let our night asleep, or you will regret it. Detect magic. I wonder what enchantments were cast on her. The body bears a strong preservation enchantment that keeps decay at bay. Who is there? Show yourself. Flurry of giggles and a few mocking jabs, comparing you to the unfavorable end of a mule, are your only answer. This is the land of the Fae. Their jokes can be cruel, but their hearts are not evil. Angering them is unwise. Gather some feathers and lay them near the body, or I can take the jewelry. Let's respect the dead. Jeers and threats of Fae become murmurs, then dissolve into silence. Let's respect the body.
I do what I must.
Okay. No, we can just mobility that. So that area is gone. Now we just have to do this area.
I'm listening.
Continue going on this way.
What's that?
Valerie could use some healing. I don't have as many healing spells on Tristan, so I could use this Cure Serious Wounds. I have Slay Living, Remove Blindness, Scroll of Bless. But I need more healing stuff. I could channel energy. That's something I could do. Or I can use this potion, or she can just drink a potion, right? Let's get the Cure Moderate Wounds potion she can drink. Use 29, 45. It's gonna take so much to get her all the way up. Let's use 2 of these. Okay, she's high enough level, 69. Perfect. Perfect amount of hit points. Oh, what's this? You suppress a shiver as you approach the well. The air around it is thick with the smell of decay. As you try to identify the source, you suddenly catch whispers and ragged scratching noises emanating beneath the lid of the well. The rotting wooden cover has been cruelly hammered shut with heavy iron nails. I felt anguish and crushing despair. Whatever destroyed the village is somehow connected to this well. Detect magic. Let's see if this well bears any enchantments. The aura of death magic hangs about the well. The aura runs strong and deep, emanating from the bottom of the well itself. Knock on the lid. The whispers beneath the lid rise to piercing shrieks, each one like a knife twisting into your skull, covering your ears. You recoil from the well. I fail. The whispers beneath the lid rise to ears. Dialogue finished. Shaken. I'm shaken for an hour. What does shaken do? On attack rolls, saving throw, skill checks, and abilities checks. I might can get rid of that.
How may I help?
Is it Luster Restoration? Or Restoration, does that get rid of? Does not remove permanent effects such as curses or diseases, or cures 1d4, eliminates any fatigue. That's fine. Problem lid. As your problem lid splinters away and a foul stench bursts forth, you feel a vicious evil pressure rushing towards you.
This suffering.
I don't want to recover.
Got it.
What the?
Could this happen?
What the?
Cannot hide from me. No strike wasted.
Rage. I'm gonna have to try to heal. Oh, I do have channel energy. That's a standard action.
Stay behind me.
Oh, snap.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Oh, we're gonna die, bro.
Nowhere to run. They go down.
Let us strike as one. Avenge me.
I aim true.
This won't
can't kill me.
Come on.
Good, you dead.
You can't.
Bring it. Miles.
Oh. Agundale. Okay, 5 step. This is where we should have cast.
Hide from me.
Okay. 5 step.
Stop. Look.
5 step.
Nowhere
Come on.
to run. My
Okay.
an end.
5 step. Oh, snap.
Aim true. Left yourself exposed.
Don't come into the party.
I see the faces of my family.
Oh, snap. Our party has been defeated. It didn't do it like last time where we came back up at the end. We're gonna have to start from the very beginning. That is crazy. This is where we left off of. Oh, we did so much too. Load game. I think that was the autosave. That's the same situation. 179 days. Cancel. 179 days. That's the same thing. That's crazy. We have to start from the. That teaches us not to go crazy. So we're gonna continue off. Get to where we left off. Do everything we did, and then that will be the episode maybe. So we'll come back. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and basically I do not have the items to deal with that right now. Well, I'm gonna save it right here. I am still gonna fight them. I'm just gonna rest first because pretty much I just need protection from energy and resist energy. When I have Tristan that could buff us with that, he has resist energy communal and protection from energy communal. The difference is resist energy is going to give us a flat resistance of 10. Protection from energy is going to pretty much gives us let us absorb a certain amount of energy damage before it disappears. So if I stack them on top of that, I should have enough time to kill all of them before they do anything too crazy. So let's use a Kundao to just shoot. She can stay right there. I still need to heal her. Oh, I can't get her to there yet. Don't worry. Just gonna have the defenses so they can't just do whatever they want. Yeah, attack. Attack. That did do what I wanted it to do. Okay. Having that thug on her is good. Greater Ward, Ferocious Ward. Ferocious Ward 4-3. 5-4. That's crazy. What the? She fell down. There wasn't enough to take her out. I do want a mirror image. I want a fireball too. I need to be able to fireball more. The world needs to enjoy the power of a fireball. But let's use Bone Shaker. It's a level 2 spell. I want a mirror image too, but there's no way they're going to get to me. So Bone Shaker. Anyway, that did more damage than the last Bone Shaker that you saw. These critical hits are crazy. These critical hits are crazy. Critical hits are crazy. Channel positive energy. Get your attack of opportunity. I'm still gonna hit you. I'm gonna rage. Since y'all wanna rage, I'll rage too. This is where I use my wand of fireball. That should attack. Okay, killed that one. Let me go. Let me get close. Okay, Greater Warg. I should hit the Ferocious Warg, AC 21, AC 20. Probably because it's bigger. I'm not gonna get up because those are free attacks, and I think I'm definitely sure it's gonna hit. Let me attack the Greater Warg. Can I invisibility? I can invisibility myself. I can't get Valerie, unfortunately. So what I could do is fireball and see what happens. Can I kill them off so they don't kill Valerie? Let's go. I have focus evocation. 32, 32. I think they failed. They failed their saving throw. Okay, but they're not dead.
Keep this up much longer.
Yeah, it's good that they missed. I should be able to put the Cure Light Wound spell on her. Yeah, heal up. This Greater Warg should die. Surprised that it's not dead yet.
This will hurt.
Okay. Still not enough to kill? Nah. Okay. So, I should be able to kill one.
Nowhere to run.
Okay, good. Now, this is what happens when you don't have Phantasmal Killer. What is Acid Arrow? The arrow deals 2d4 points of acid damage, so that's not going to be enough to kill that one, because it has quite a bit of left. Cause Fear is not going to work. 1d4 plus 1, can I magic missile? Close, bro, close.
I require healing.
Don't worry. That's what we do. We heal. He's trying to kill something. That's crazy. They tried to delete Valerie. What is wrong with them? This village has been abandoned long ago. She has fatigue on her, but it's gonna expire. 49-second fatigue. Constitution damage is permanent. How much constitution damage does she take? Not that much. -1. So I can literally just lesser restoration. Since I just have it on her. Cure that constitution. Okay. Now I do need to heal them. They're doing their job. They're doing their job taking those hits. Pop a potion, pop a potion, pop a potion, pop a potion. 72. That's good enough. Good enough for me. Valerie, use pop a potion, pop a potion, potion, pop a potion. I really should use these scrolls more. Protection from evil, communal. I'm gonna use all of those spells against those things. What I could do is rest next to the well and then do it, but I want to find this scythe tree first before I go crazy and try to kill everything in the world. Find the scythe tree. Kill it with the resources that I have, because I still have haste. Haste never gets old. I can have haste on every last one of my. Move away, dog. There you are. Okay, Kundaya, don't mess this up.
Completed.
Okay, good. Shield of Faith. Got some decent stuff. Okay, so there's nothing over here.
I'll do what I must.
Find the Scythe Tree. I need to heal her some more. This time I'll use some summon monsters, I guess.
I'm there.
Because I haven't been exploring that part enough. Go unlock. When I level up, I'm gonna give Lucia the ability to pick locks too, just so I can have a backup.
Interesting. Done.
Good, he's making it. That's all I ever wanted. There was something else found out. But there's too much stuff right now. Let's talk to the Spectre. I think we talked to him on camera though. This is just the ghost who has some issues too. Why are you a ghost? Dorsey said you sold your daughter to the Fae. Is it true? Dorsey, that's the one to listen to. Ha, that rascal would have some tales to tell, no doubt. He was her fiance, you see, rich, handsome, he was courting her, and then all of a sudden she changed her mind about being wed. The old man sighs and gives a faint shrug. My Nita went for a walk in the woods and found a new love there, one of the Fae. Naturally drove Dorsey into a rage, screaming the Fae had charmed her away. But think a moment. He turns to you, eyebrows raised. What man can compare with the beauty of the Fae? Nita left Dorsey of her own free will. What? Maybe she did. By the time of the wedding I had passed. Still, a Fae marriage wasn't unheard of here in the village. Fae lived close to the woods. Tryst happened. Love bloomed. Children were born. Take Elga Vanhi, for instance. Her mom conceived her in the forest. Her father, a satyr of all things. Elga was born with greenish skin and sharp ears. Ah, but so sharp, pretty she was. Wish I knew what happened to her. Is that another mission? Coins for the dead man's eyes. Why is that the one? The ghostly headman is complaining that Will-O-Wisp have been keeping him from sleeping. Even in death he can't get any sleep. The Walking Dead is cursing the Fae and asking for 2 coins to cover his eye. And I'm willing to bet not just any old coins. Find a way to put the dead man to rest. A rotting fist. It's sagging.
If you dare.
Let's go this way. Explore this area. Find the Scythe Tree and then we'll come back and deal with those creatures. We have the lay poison. Now I'm about to do some
We will prevail.
sneak attacks work. This time I'm actually gonna put mirror image, so in case they decide to come up. Okay, now this is where I'm not gonna use my summon monster. Summon monster 4. This is the only summon monster I have. I have Shield of Faith. I have Hold Person. So for when I do come across, I have Prayer. And I have Summon Monster 4. Which is the equivalent of an Animate Dead spell. And I do not want to do that right now. So, Blessing of the Faithful short is what I'm going to go for. Actions. Blessing of the Faithful. Where is it? Short. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, it is right there. It's already right there. That's fine. I didn't see it. I'm going to put it on a mirror. Enlarge person. I can't cast it right now. So let me go for it. Just trying to kill this thing.
Aim true.
The last one missed. Now her, she doesn't have any summon monster spells yet. Next level I'm going to start getting them, because I did give her the augment summoning, spell focus conjuration, spell penetration. Oh, okay, she already has spell, so she needs superior summoning next, which will be great to use. Bone Shaker is a good spell. I have some good spells. Let's use my arcane bolt. See if I can kill this one. Only 9 damage. I can do some. Let me finish one off. Okay, great. Okay. Sneak attack, nice.
So it's come to this.
It just bounced off its skin. That's crazy. Luckily,
Grant you death.
I have the delay poison because I definitely need it.
Stab their backs.
None of those are doing enough damage. Great.
Do not falter.
Stop missing. Valerie. I don't know what to do about her.
Strike.
If she keeps missing like this, we might have a problem. Now I know that I need to put a comma in this, because monks can use certain weapons,
Cover me.
and I'm definitely gonna get a weapon for him. Well, me, because I am Vanhi. Okay, more experience. What is their experience like? 90 experience per kill. Okay.
I do what I must.
Luckily, we have to lay poison. It makes the game much.
This requires your attention.
No. Oh, dizzy head. That's one of the things that we need. Collect. Hold person. Cure light wounds. Collect.
I'm off.
It's gonna be useful. Okay. More dizzy head.
In due time.
Okay. People. Oh, there's the scythe tree. Okay. So here's the thing. I do need to use this spell. I'll keep the Cure Serious Scroll.
How may I help?
Cure Serious. That didn't do as much as I want. I do have Cure Light Wounds. I wish this was Cure Moderate. This must be caster level 1, right? Yeah, just use this up. Crazy, right? Okay, that's good enough. Okay, bless. You can be right there. You can be right there.
It's time to act.
Where's Valerie? Valerie can be right there.
Skills are
And Kundio can be right there. Oh, shoot.
This will be quick.
Sneak attack. Oh, snap. Oh, I was supposed to wait. Don't worry. Valerie can get right there too. Okay. Now I need to get closer so I can get the... Okay. I can't play the summon spell, but I can do the animate dead spell. Lucia, why are you all the way over there? What sense does that even make for you to be all the... Why didn't you move, you Rage. Mutagen.
Bring it.
Did I get Vivisectionist? Oh no, I got Thug Rogue, that's why. And I don't have that Stag Lord's. She has the Stag Lord's helmet, right? Mary should have a Stag Lord's helmet. So I just have to attack normally. Oh, and then I have
Stay behind me.
sneak attack, 30 damage. That fire though. It's all thanks to the fire. You're missing? Okay. Y'all attack. I might not have augment summoning on them, and it might not even work. Extra channel, meta magic, extra channel, selective channel. I have all these extra channels, but I'm still... Oh, I get augment summoning for my next feat. Hey, for level, you can give a weapon you touch a holy special weapon for a number of rounds equal to half your... That's fine. Could be better. Could be worse. Blessing of the Faithful long. Let's Valerie hit with that fire. Oh, I was supposed to cast a prayer for our soul. Okay, Scorching Ray. I should be able to hit. Okay, so now move. Is it dying? Cast the haste spell. Good. That saved our life. Go get you some hits. Valerie, get you some hits. Good, good. Kundio, get you some hits. Don't worry. When we get a new bow, dead. Scythe tree, level 16 plant. See what we get. Old Redding Ring. And Nida's Letter. Okay, my beloved Calatrospsia. Every day I spend without you seems to drag on forever. The only thing left to do is to think of our coming wedding. Only you know how long for this day to finally come. Each time I close my eyes, I see us together. I see happy guests and tables set out for a feast. I smell the fragrance of flowers and fine cuisine. I hear cheerful music. I feel your touch as we whirl and dance. But even these dreams pale in comparison to the mere thought of the eternity we'll spend together. I shall love you forever, even after death and every life after this one and across all of creation. Only one thing disturbs my happiness. Do you know what? That someone tried to interfere with our wedding. My former groom, Dorsey, has talked father into trying to disrupt the ceremony. Picture this. Father took it into his head that since he is a head man of our village, he can decide my fate. But don't you worry, my love. Their plot is falling apart. No gods could prevent our union, for a higher force is standing behind us. A few nights ago, I dreamt of a mesmerizing maiden who told me how to free myself out of father's grip. I did everything as she told. I was so angry with him now, of course. What is this? Where the father's grip? Also, now, of course, I am beset with doubt. Was it the right thing to do? Still, I hardly think of any of this as more than pure superstition. Such stillness cannot change how things are, and I could have dreamt up absolutely anything. Think nothing of this, my love. Think only of me. I love you. So, how did she die? That's my question. The ring is a special item. Old Redding Ring. Why was it hanging? Oh, the tree branch. We'll find a use for it. Probably go back and talk to the guy. Okay, couldn't go over there, so now we leave, right? Explores.
Follow if you dare.
See what else. I'm pretty sure there are some other creatures in here. Luckily, we had to delay poison.
I believe I found something.
What's that?
Uh,
Do what I must. Keep your eyes open.
don't fail me.
Some other way needed. Some other way needed.
Check, fail. Disarm the trap. This must be a high level trap.
Completed. Done.
At least you got the gloves. At least you got the gloves. Okay, let's see what we got. We got gloves of dueling. Against disarm attempts if the wearer has the weapon training ability. I don't think anyone disarms. Cause I never used. I didn't even know I could
I've discovered something.
use some. Dizzy head.
To arms.
I don't think I'll be able to get them. Oh yeah, I can't get to them.
Your death awaits.
Yeah, I can't get to them. So now we just follow this way. These are dead. Or is they gonna come down? Shoot.
Hide from me.
This is where I switch to instead of doing it. Because some of these situations, it's like, it's crazy. I'm so glad we could.
Nowhere to run.
Won't kill me.
This is where. This is why I have to do turn-based over here because all these things happen, and I'm not ready. Okay, so Vanhi's and Mary. I don't know how the issues attack. Good, 42 damage. Oh, hold egg like tree ant. It's vulnerable. These are tree ants. I wonder that did so much damage. Okay, now we can go. It's crazy that I have to switch between these things. Probably I didn't have to. Heal.
Don't hold back. You forced my hand.
I do have Scorching Ray, right? Scroll of Scorching Ray. Live. Scroll of Mage Armor. Don't need that right now. Scroll of Scorching Ray. Scroll of Scorching Ray. Use that. Only 9 damage. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, now I can go to turn-based mode because I don't even know what's happening. I don't know how people can do the regular battles like that. See my dog's about to die. It's crazy. Amiri. Mary, get in there. Okay, we got it. Okay, channel positive energy. Oh, it's doing full attacks. It's being reduced because it's pard. And I don't have. I can just mage armor. Okay, great. They gave 67 experience, so 100. Between those two, we still need quite the amount. I'm just exploring. It's about time to rest. Okay, so now I can go back, complete the mission. After we complete the mission, then we can rest and then go kill those. We do need to go back to rescue. The side tree is no more. Research into the nature of curses. The trife tree. Valtros gives you a wide grin while Teresia wipes away a tear. May you know peace, my queen. 450 experience, gold coins, Jane, Moonstone, Citrine, Ill event, research into the. Okay, we thank you. Here's your reward. Research into the. Okay, we will do that. It was a beautiful place. Research into the natures. It happened at their wedding day. Both humans and fae had gathered to celebrate the union. No one knows what happened next, but in the midst of the festivities, Calistropia suddenly transformed. She changed into a monster. The dryad's voice drops, and she glances around as if afraid another might hear. She became the trife tree. She killed her bride, her love, then destroyed the village. Her bride, her love. Both human. Wait, so no, Nida wrote the letter. Humans fled or were killed. Same with Faye, our kingdom. The girl from the village married. Smiles. Your world and the world of Faye are great and wide, yet rarely do they touch. It is unfortunate, for when they do, great joy is possible, not simply between two souls, but more so when a third arises from their love, a child either born or found. Here, for instance, when my tree and I were far younger than we are now, a girl lived here, Elga Verniek. She was the daughter of the woman from the village. Her father a satyr. We loved her so much, watching her grow, laugh, learn. Drea shakes her head sadly, but her mother took her and left. If she still lives, she's certainly forgotten all about us. Her poor father missed her so much, the grief never left him. It was in his eyes when he passed. The dryad is silent for a moment, averting her eyes, then turns to face you again. Humans and fae both love and love strongly, and we feel the same pain when we are cut off from the ones we hold in our hearts. Okay, leave. We completed that quest. Let's talk to this guy. Okay, that's just him. There is the ghoul up here. I don't know if we found all the tools that we need. And then there's that, Teresia. The thing with the journal. We still have some things to do here. Prove your worth. That's not it. You don't need that one. We have errands to do. Mushrooms from the mud bowl. We have to do that. Swamp. Hindo Beldame who lit 3 stems each of mud leaf, gloomberry, and dizzy head. Question is, what is this? Is this it? Dizzy head, dizzy head, dizzy head, dizzy head. So we do need mud leaf. That's what we're waiting on now. Okay, so we should be able to talk. Okay, so there is no mission. Okay, so now we are going to, because I do want to kill those specters. So they should be this way. I wonder where the loot is. There's some loot that we didn't get. This is it. Try a token. Thank you very much. Okay, so now before we do that, we have to go to Tristan. Now we don't need the neutralized poison one. Map. Wait, there's loot there that we missed? That's crazy. So, no, not the character. Move. So yeah, we'll get this loot, then we'll trade out neutralized poison for the resist energy and stuff like that. Of course. Cypress Queen's flower and token of the dryad. And then there's some other loot that this tree is blocking. Wand of Burning Arc, so now it can be like Cephal. It can be like Cephal. Earth Splitting Screen is trash. This is a level 2 magic item. Caster level 3. So I'm gonna kill, well not kill, but sell the Wand of Earth Splitting Scream. So now I have the party. Now we can go, first go here. And then go take the loot from here on down. And then do the other quest and come back when we've leveled up so I can try to pick those locks again. At least that's the plan. Okay, so now we have him right here. We're going to go into a spell book. 4th level. What is this? Neutralize poison. 4th level has our protection from energy communal. So we're going to take off the summon monster. We're not going to need the cure critical. Or we're going to use summon monster. Nah, we're not going to need it. We just need to kill these enemies. Protection from energy, or I can just have 2 protection from energy. So when it runs out, but I should be able to kill them without it. And then because I can just use animate dead, and then that just takes them off. So protection from energy, resist energy, communal. Good, those 2. The other ones are not prepared casters, so we can rest. Get our mage armor, get our buffs. Healing is hunting is required to rest. Resting will take time. Begin resting.
I should never have come to the stolen lands. No, not like this. I shouldn't have stayed. But now, it's too late to leave.
Why is it too late to leave? Okay, continue. Okay, so now we have time to mage armor myself. Mage armor Tristan. Have a Miri mage armor herself. And mage armor the dog. Mirror image herself. Shield herself. What is this? Aspect of the falcon. What is this? Level 1. 1 minute per level. It's a ranger spell. Aspect of the falcon. Mutagen dexterity. Mutagen strength. Enlarged person. Shield. Blur. 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 Who's not blurred? Blur. Blur the dog. Blur myself. Okay, Tristan now can use the resist energy. Resist energy, communal, resist cold, resist electricity. Okay. Now, protection from, that's resist energy, communal. Protection from energy, communal, cold, electricity. Okay. Protection from evil, communal. Okay, now it's time to save it. Oh no, not save it right now. Now she needs to haste. Tristan, bless. Oh, where's your bless spell? Okay, now we can save. Now we can go there. Continue. Tech magic. Or of death. We're not gonna knock on it, we're just gonna pry open the lid. Feel a vicious evil pressure. Okay. Let's kill him now. Ah, spells work. Rage. I want to charge this one. Kundayo. I should have did Magic Fang too. That's dead. Okay, so Magic Missile. Cause I do have my mirror image. So Magic Missile can do. That's not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you. Okay, so now I can 5-foot step. Do a prayer for our souls. Who else is immune to prayer? Ha! That's funny. Okay, Magic Missile. My caster level is... It is immune. Okay, great. Amiri.
Nowhere to run.
How are you missing? Your attack, you have plus 17s to hit. And then I was fighting this thing and didn't even buff it last time. Of course, Magic Missile. In fact, wait, it's undead, right?
I'll loot your corpse.
Oh, we'll find out. Let's ask the arrow. It should be fine. Oh, I actually have to hit for acid arrow to work. Luckily, I am immune. So, Cure Serious. None of us have taken damage because I did the smart thing to do. Blessing of Faithful long. It would make sense to do it on a mirror. That way I can get my hits. And then I'll just Magic Missile it to death. Dog. Okay, I am raging. I just need to go get... Oh, 2 hits? This must be the big one. The ancient Willow that was... Okay. Good.
Let us strike as one.
Coin with Wilbur's name. Collect all. So this is probably what was needed. Okay. Get a resist. That goes to show you how powerful magic can be. Like, I turned a super dangerous encounter without magic, so buffing is really important in this game. We found some coins at the bottom of the well. Here, have a look. Dead man starts to shake, either with silent laughter or with silent sighs. You cannot tell. Yes, there I see. He points at 2 coins. These, give me these. Hearst coins on the dead man's eyes. Cloak of resistance +2. Thank you. And we got experience. That's better than the cloak. What is this? Cloak of resistance +1. That's in Kundayo. Me. I already have a cloak of resistance. That's 2. Let's see. Amiri class cloak of resistance +2. We can put a cloak on her. Why not? Equip. Equip. Let's take her to a good enough level.
I'm there.
I need to find a weapon to buy. A comma or something. I was gonna leave. I need to go there. I'll pick up all the loot when I come back. Now, our mission is simple. Our mission is to... We'll take that. Leave. Now we have to go back to the capital because I'm very curious about saving the child. So we'll go to the capital. I know it's going to take some more time, but they want us to go back to the capital, I guess. What's in the castle? Unlocks... Let's pause. Unlock a new leader post, add 5 reasons. Wait, pause. It's definitely in the capital. I'm pretty sure. Lost child. Witch is old witch lives in the swamp. The agenda is convinced that it was witch who stole her. We have to talk to her at the capital tavern. Okay. So we are continuing back to the... Then we'll come back when I level up some more. Get the verdant chambers done.
May we have a moment of respite?
Okay, let's enter here. Let's go to the tavern first before I go view any missions that need to be done.
Adventures can wait.
Where's the woman? Citizen.
I do what I must.
Her name's Jenna. That's Amiri. There she is, Jenna. We paid a visit to the witch. Your son isn't there. How can that be? And I thought, but if it wasn't her, then that means that the peasant woman's face turned pale and she covered her mouth with both hands. Calm down. My boy, he's such a little mischief maker. That day he was especially loud, kept running around the house. He flipped a tub of dough and oh gods, what have I done? I lost my temper and shouted at him. I told him he can go drown himself in Condomere Lake. His own mother, wishing he was dead, but how could I have known it would all come true? If you find him, I beg you, tell him I love him more than life itself. Never, never again shall I anything mean to him. Just bring him back home safe and sound. I need to go. Okay, Candlemere Lake is what we're going to do. And we do have a little bit of time to do that because I do want to try out the Elder Scrolls Online since we're on since it's free for a certain amount of days and it's on sale, so I might be able to get into it. I kind of don't want to get into it in like MMORPG. Well, I did say I was going to do one MMORPG. I was thinking Terra, but it might be Elder Scrolls Online to give us an Elder Scrolls fix. We still have Enderal. Faith and Loyalty. I failed. The subjects of the Baron Pledge are undying. It was high time to rewrite some obsolete laws. The locals weren't so sure about the reforms, but didn't resist their usual suspicion. It was high time. You failed, Tristan. Cheap publicity. A group of artists has offered to praise their ruler for a modest fee. Their songs will spread. +3 loyalty on success. Do I even need you for anything else? Let me see. Research the nature of curses. I need harem to do that, and it costs BP. I have 66 BP now. Trade agreement with Magar Varn. Canera is busy with the enchanted wind. Support the counselor's endeavors. I can do that. But before I do that, I want to deal with the child issue events. Oh, so it's gonna take 14 days. That's fine. Her it's gonna be ending in 3 days. That'll give me perfect time to success chance 85%. Okay, and then I can do the trade agreement with Magar Varn, and then hopefully get some more advisors too. So much to do. So much to do. Okay, so now we can rest. Inventory. Oh, we only have 383 pounds of stuff. And I don't feel like going and selling stuff right now because we don't need to. So let's leave. I don't think we need the note. Niter's letter. I don't think we need Niter's letter. That's because it's just right there. I have some camping supplies and rations. That's good. I can put that back whenever I do need to travel. But I still need some invisibility potions. So we'll still keep this roster right now. Looks good to me. Except let's leave. Now, hopefully, we can actually get some things done. Mud Bowl, there's things in there. Swamp Witches, Hodag. Where is the kid? Where is the location that she mentioned? Let's see. Lost Child. Heeding the hopeless pleas of a poor village woman named Jenna Tannerson, we're heading out to look for our missing son Tig, an innocent child who was fool enough to take a stroll through the dangerous forest. We should hurry or the little brat can end up as a little pile of bones. Mommy Dearest confessed that she shouldn't have blamed the witch. The real story is that she got angry and shouted at the boy, demanded he leave, so he did. So irresponsible. The neglectful mother recalls saying she wished he'd go drown in Candlemere Lake. We have no better leads, so we may as well look there. Where is Candlemere Lake? There's Waterlog Lowland, which is something to visit. Trail in the Hills, that's something to visit. Candlemere Tower. Okay, so there's stuff right here. So let's go to the Lone House. I've visited this location. Cancel. Let's go there. Let's enter the Candlemill Tower. The Curse of Candlemere. The stolen lands are full of weird places. And I have another quest. Curse of Candlemere. Explore the island. Here we are before our very eyes, Candlemere Island, dark, terrifying, and mysterious. Actually, the shore doesn't seem terrifying at all. The ruined tower is the only thing spoiling the view. Time for a walk, it seems. Take the island in the middle of Candlemere Lake. For instance, it seems like some regular remote place from afar, calm and quiet, but the local fishers all keep their boats as far from the island as possible. Okay. Let us prepare with mage armor. Mage armor on me. Mage armor on Tristan. Mage armor on Lucia. Mage armor on the dog. Okay. Already beginning with loot. Boat isn't good. It looks like it was not used long. How did we get here then? Did we just walk if we didn't take the boat? Note wrapped in an oil. We came to this island at dusk. Brett is a paladin of our Ori, so I guess I can rely on his sense of justice. The Curse of Candlemere. We're not alone in this island. A party of 3 adventurers came ashore recently and went to the tower. Let's follow them.
Look ahead.
Oh, I like the light sources and the vision. What is this? A cloth? Oh, did we finally get some robes? Did we finally get some robes, bro? Robe of Earth. Acid ore. Qualities. Acid ore? What does this do? What is acid ore? I don't think I need acid ore. I think since she has more acid spells than I do. Acid ore. I would try looking it up in this, but it doesn't have it on here. So let me do a quick look up on my other trusty source. Okay, acid ore adds a DC bonus to acid spells, which makes sense. Some basic armor, I really don't need it. But I can. Oh snap!
Dawnflower, grant me strength.
Do not falter.
Kill this thing. Are we gonna have to keep on fighting these enemies? Oh, now it's down.
This will hurt.
Magic missile. I don't think it can get up and still cast a spell. Probably can. Probably can. Luckily for me, I still have resist energy. Gains resist energy against... Nah. I need the protection from energy. Electricity, communal. Okay. Can I rage? No.
Bring it.
Hopefully when it gets up I can still hit it.
Onward.
Come on, don't.
Nowhere to run.
It's crazy. Get wrecked. Magic missile.
They go down.
Aberration. That's crazy.
I'm listening.
Listen up more. I'm trying to see. Valerie must not have been in the way, because she's still good. Amiri needs a little bit more. Cure light wounds from a pro is better than cure light wounds from a useless. So obviously I went through this way because I didn't think there were like enemies this way. That's a duck. How big is this island? I thought the tower was up there. I guess they said you are not allowed to explore. If you explore, you die. What is that movement? We got the resist energy.
In due time.
There's the sound.
Test of my abilities.
Ha. That's what you get.
Could this happen?
Who did they hit? They hit me. They hit me. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Misplay, misplay, misplay.
Stay behind me.
That is crazy. Haste. I do need a heal, but now I need a resist electricity. That's crazy. Rage. Got one. There's another enemy up there. Okay, luckily we were able to reduce that. I could drink my 27 AC. What's my 13? Mutagen dexterity. I need to drink that. What is my day hit? 10. I will definitely not be able to hit that. But at least I can do some damage. At least that got reduced. Okay, Lucia Valentine. It's crazy. Tristan. Channel positive energy. Is that enough? Let me get up next turn. Okay. Okay, now I have plus 15 to it. So let's take advantage of this. No, I didn't want you to move. Okay, we still got a hit. We got 2 good hits right there. That was crazy. Let's cure serious wounds. Let's cure moderate wounds. Then cure some moderate wounds on Valerie. Okay, now let's save it. Because that was 2 tough battles. Hope they're tough. Somebody I might need. Let's see.
I should have known better.
Kill this thing already. Things need to learn how to die. Bless the party, because it will last a long time. I don't like using my magic missile, but it's like I don't have much to go. But for this one, since okay, I could rage. No, I can't rage. I'm a fatigue. That's not gonna work. I can magic missile though. Say you do what you're gonna do. Do your damage.
Cannot hide from me.
Those first shots were lucky. What are you? 11 to hit? That's why you need to be buffed. That's not gonna give me Blessing of the Faithful. Not long, but Blessing of the Faithful short on a Kundaya. I could have put it on. What do you have? Plus 10. That didn't work. Valerie. That didn't work. Still. That didn't work. Magic missile. Okay. Great. Now kill it. That didn't work out. That didn't work out either. Blessing of the Faithful. Should give it to Miri then. Let me waste another magic missile. Or invest another magic missile. Good.
I do what I must.
Okay. Walk through Lord Nature. Miri Lord Nature check failed. What about him? He has Lord Nature, right? Kunda slash athletics.
Bad.
What? Miri.
I'm there.
So now I can't go through there. Crazy. Because they both failed their checks. One person fail. Can't operate it on it at all. Useless, useless, useless. No.
Be quick.
No. They're lucky we lined. Lucky we lined up. Warvis 11. Ancient Willow Wisp. Definitely not gonna. Man. They're immune to fire. So it's like, I have to use these.
Let us strike as one.
Lucia Valentine. Let's get out of there. And let us haste the party. Get us a +1. Use my wand of bless. Ah, Miri wasn't in the party. It's crazy. I'll use rage next. Oh, we got a hit. Good. Reduced. Ah, they got a critical hit. That's crazy. Okay. 5-foot step. Little short 5-foot step.
Good, you get.
Good, good. Great damage. Burning Arc's not gonna work. Wand of Magic Missile. Valerie.
Do not falter.
Scroll of Magic Missile, right? It's only one, but need to use it. Wand of Bless, Wand of Cure Light Wounds. We got 2 people. Where's my channel positive energy? Good. Okay, so now let's go Rage. Rage gives us temporary hit points and it gives us a +2 to attack rolls. 11. 32. That's good. Not tap. Now I have my Wand of Magic Missiles. It's a little bit of damage. That's good. That's good. Just give me a few more. I could use Bone Shaker. Is immune to Bone Shaker. Good for you. Good for you. Blessing of the Faithful short on Amiri. That should put Amiri's attack to +13. Still useless. That didn't work. Okay, Gundaya, finish him off. What is his to hit? +16. Level 7. So that's finished off. These enemies, that was 3 of them. I'm gonna keep that resist energy like on tap. I'm not gonna switch those out because you never know when you need a resist energy. And I'm glad they put it all in one spell. What is this? Oh, it's just a dagger. A special dagger, but still a dagger. I don't have any dual wielders. It's a chaos shard. It looked cool. Enhancement +2, finesse wielding +2 dagger. Has a chance to confuse enemy on a hit. 6,075. I do not have a dual wield. And I kind of want a dual wielder.
I'm there.
But no one fits the whole criteria right now. She can go fighter dual wielder, but she doesn't have the feats. Valerie's not the character to be a dual wielder, nor Miri. I don't want to change them too much.
Now it's the beginning of the hunt.
Go attack.
Stay behind me.
Go attack. I'm just going to use my wand of magic missile. You're not playing with this thing. I could bless, or I could cure light wounds on Lucia. Scroll of Scorching Ray, which is going to be immune, but I do have Arcane Bolt. What? Oh, more has come to the party. Good. And then, of course, another one. 5? Okay, yeah.
Let us strike as one.
Okay, that's 1 dead. Let me go after this one. Let me go after this one. I cannot rage yet. Okay, I have to keep on using my wand of magic missiles on this. This is where we use our wand of bless. Okay, and then I haste the party. If I had my Smilodon, we wouldn't have this problem. Now would we?
I grant you death. I still got it.
Oh, we're gonna need our protection. I am blessed.
Bring it.
Wand of magic missile. Okay, great. That did the job. Channel positive energy. That's the only thing I can do right now. And then I'm gonna have the magic missile too. Okay. Use up my magic missiles, and then I can
Cannot hide from me.
rest after this battle.
Stay behind me.
Come on. Oh, what are you gonna do? I can rage. I can rage. That's 29 AC. That's crazy. Mutagen strength. Use my own. I really should have used that on that creature. But Blessing of the Faithful short on Amiri. She's the MVP. And down I use Magic Missile on that. Good. that one out. Now Kundail.
Where to run?
These high AC enemies. Okay. And rage. So that should give me plus 15. 3 hits. 2. How is it not dead yet? Another magic missile. That's crazy. And now I don't have any magic missiles left. Acid splash. Will it work? I would have to hit first. Let's go. That's crazy. What's this? Dirty travelogue. Only last page readable. Let me behind. I beg them to stay. Rismail doesn't care. Nethys has turned. Collect. And then I can climb the hill. We barely made it to the Taha. We're not alone on this island. Those were swarming over his corpse like flies. I think that's pretty much all the things in this area. There's some loot right here that we forgot to get. No.
There was another way.
I was gonna leave.
Good, you dead.
Is this the Will-O-Wisp? Or is there another one? I might can't hit it. Oh, I hit it. We're still blessed.
So it's come to this.
Ray of Frost. It's immune to it. I don't know why I can't. Is that multiple hits? Oh, it's an ancient Will-O-Wisp. Lucia Valentine.
Cover me.
Don't worry. We'll kill it. And get our loot. This is what happens when you want loot all the time. You have to get into these dangerous battles where you only have. Hope you do get this in an experience. Okay, now the loot. The loot.
Done.
Here you are. It's a warhammer, a one-handed warhammer. Is it a strong warhammer that can be sold 4,000? Noble warhammer with +3 enhancement, 13 to 20 damage for a one-handed striker. I can't use it. None of my people. Actually,
I've been taught if someone annoys you, you either pray or polish your armor.
it could be used because this flail is 14 to 21. This one is 12 to 19 damage, but it's a +3 enhancement. So why is this higher? 14 to 21, it does 1d8. This one does 1d8 +3. Those do 13 to 27 damage when equipped. Why? Martial proficiency group. 1d10 +11, 13 to 27 damage, 10 to 17 damage, 12 to 19, 17 damage, 13 to 27. Yeah, so this one can be sold. And then I'll have this warhammer when I need to switch up some things. Perfect. So we got the loot. Let's rest in that location where we found the body. Okay, there's the body, right? Okay, that's the heel. That's wrist. Right here. This will give us time. Begin resting. Oh man. Please don't tell me it's one of them. Oh, skeletons.
Onward! Her!
Then my spells. Acid should work, I think. If I can hit. Okay. Time to use my channel negative energy. Not channel negative energy. Channel positive energy damage. Good. This will probably not do a lot of damage, but it's still doing a decent amount. Okay. Acid damage still alive. Scorching Ray will definitely do some damage. 17. Good. Who is he hitting? Valerie.
Stay behind me!
The fact that you and the fact that the dog only does one hit is a burden. I should do bone shaker, right? Okay, Tristan. I'm just gonna channel positive energy heal. Okay, the sneak attack is really helping out in terms of damage. Critical hit, that's crazy. That did a lot of damage. It didn't deal too much damage. I need to bump up my dexterity so I can get my scorching ray. Lucia.
Death awaits.
That didn't do anything. Now I could channel energy damage undead, which doesn't do nearly as much damage that I needed to do. Collect all. Where is this one? Collect all. Now we can go to rest. Try to rest again.
You shouldn't treat Sarenrae with such disdain. She's a great goddess who has defeated many horrible monsters. Her shining sword has wiped whole cities from the face of the world.
Not bad. Then why do you keep nagging about mercy and forgiveness? Tell me about how she slaughtered her enemies.
See, I like this banter. I don't like that my camp camouflage failed. You were attacked. Of course I was attacked. What is that? Oh, snap. What the?
Cannot hide from me.
Sneak attack. Immune. Negative levels. Is that permanent? 1 day. That's crazy. I'm about to. That's crazy. No, get away from me. Oh snap! Do I even have any summon spells? Probably not on him. So can I blur myself? Blur myself. Blur myself. Can't. I think all they have to do is touch me, which is not good. They're just laughing. Annoying. Okay, now that we're back. These things. Oh no. Oh no, he's dead. Can I kill anyone? 52 hit points.
Nowhere to run.
Until I summon something, I'm gonna have to attack them. Okay, I don't think it's hard to... Wait. Wait, no. My summon spell. I took it away. I took my summon spell away. No, 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 no. Healing's not gonna work. Damage undead. Okay.
They go down! Do not falter!
That's one dead. Step. Shoot. That didn't do anything, bro. Okay, let me see what I have to work with.
I'll loot your corpse.
Immunity, mind affecting, fear, compulsion, emotion, poison, disease, charm, daze, stun, death, sleep, critical hits, damage from non-magical weapons, ability score damage, so it's immune, it's a marital, it's immune to everything. It's immune to everything. This protection from evil help him I hasted. Okay. How did you miss? You can't be missing fighting these things. I don't have any summons. Don't have a prey. Do I have a scroll? A scroll of protection from evil communal? Because these are definitely... I need a protection from evil communal, bro. Whole person isn't gonna help. Shield of faith. Drink a shield of faith. Drink a shield of faith. Drink a shield of faith. Oh, it's immune to that because it's not magical. Damage. Let me see if I can kill. Okay, I got another hit. Turn around. Okay, let's attack this one. Okay, it missed.
Grant you death.
Lucia Valentine, you still need to cast some spells. Come on now. Cast a spell for my soul. Cast a spell for my soul. Good. I approve of that damage. Amiri, do your damage. Go, rock 'em, sock 'em. Sneak attack, immune. That didn't even do any. You're never.
Cannot hide from me.
Whatever other extra damage is being on top. See. Tristan, why are you out? Why don't you have some summon monsters? Summon monster 3. You have animate dead. You have the resist energy. Prayer for that. So we can have one prayer. And then you need a summon monster 3 for times like these. Where I want to send the monsters in. We'll keep this set up. Control fireball, voice repentance. Okay, so let's rest. Time passed. Okay. So we have negative levels. Level 7 -2. -2. Dog is healed. Amiri levels up -2. Because he's negative levels. What is that? That should only affect attack, right? -2. This place is crazy. How many people are suffering? Her. Can I reduce that with a lesser restoration spell? Or do I need a higher restoration spell? That's the question. Oh, lesser restoration. No, not scorching ray. Remove. We got bestow curse. Restoration. The spell functions like lesser restoration, so that it also dispels temporary negative levels or one permanent level. Okay, so restoration can work. Or we can just carry on. He has 6 negative levels, so I can still cast my spells. But it's probably going to affect my DCs and stuff, right? 17 hours. Let's climb the hill. I don't want to stay right here. Because what? We go in. Or probably we should just travel. Because what? His hit points are low too. But it's just him. He can still buff. Right? Okay, let's go. See what's in here this way. What is this? Full plate? What type of full plate? +2 full plate? +3 full plate? Where's villain? +2 full plate? Equip. Now she's at 30 AC. And then I can sell this +1 full plate. It's me. I've been through a lot. Who are you? A man stands in the center of the half-ruined hall. He is motionless. His eyes are closed, head tilted as if he was listening to something inaudible. He's clad in tattered black and white robe, though mud and dust made his clothes look almost uniformly gray. Hearing your footsteps, the man shudders and turns abruptly. The left part of his face is covered in blood and dirt. Seeing you, he gives a low growl in his throat. Trespasses. He spits on the ground. Are you so eager to die? Who are you? The man stares at you for several moments, then he suddenly grins and raises his eyebrows in mockery. Who am I? Oh, soon the whole world would know my name. The man straightens and raises his hands in the sky. Two-faced Rizmael, keeper of the gates, harbinger of Nethys. I have many names, and you shall pay fealty to them all. The all-seeing eye has brought me here to this sanctuary of magic. Others came, but they did not survive the trials. I am the only one who hears the word of Nethys and can open the gates for him. Then the all-seeing eye will reward his chosen. I will become a lord in his new era. Rizmael's eyes turn glassy and dull as he keeps talking, and his speech becomes a stream of barely understandable words. It's impossible to distinguish which part of his ramblings is true and which represents his delirious fantasies. Nonetheless, the madman seems to lose interest in attacking you right now. An enchanted sanctuary, gates to other worlds, they are here in these ruins. Silence, Rismel wars. You're too blind to see what surrounds you. Vibrant, bright, glorious to those who have embraced the arcane and mastered its power. Rismel's voice drops and his eyes become unfocused. Nethys himself led me here. His voice rings in my head, calling from the portal. All these writings, all these wandering lights. Only the blind cannot see the coming of the all-seeing eye. His small voice drops to his. So watch your tongue. The moment nears when I open the portal and let Nethys into this world. Fear my lord's wrath, for there will be no escape from blasphemies. Irony. Oh, so the great Nethys is just beyond this portal, yet the god of magic can't cross over on his own. Ha. Let's not say that. Some say this place is cursed. Below this road island, how did you get past them? Well, don't devour flesh, they feed on suffering and fear. The island is full of them. Since the times when this temple was sanctified with human blood, besides, there was no fear in my heart, only joy and awe, for I was to meet my God and Master. Some say this place is cursed. Rismal bursts into hysterical laughter. Only fools can claim this place is cursed. On the contrary, this tower, this portal, is a true blessing for those who can grasp its real greatness. Enough about this place. Where are the others you came here with? Who? Rismo ponders your words. Ah, you're talking about those who came to the island with me. They are gone. One of them gave up halfway here. I know nothing of his fate. And the second, the miserable creature, Rismo closed his eyes as if fighting to control his temper. He kept talking. How knowledge must belong to everyone. Wisdom should be shared. Without telling others about this place, he kept talking and talking. Rismel falls still for a moment, so I silenced him. Rismel, no matter if this island is cursed or not, you're not in your right mind. You don't know what you're doing. Rismel shuts his eyes and slowly opens them. How dare you? He hisses through clenched teeth. This himself guides me. How dare you judge a chosen one of the all-seeing God? I found a corpse on the island. You know the one I speak of. He perished in suffering, terrified, cursing those who left him to die. What did he do to earn your cruelty? Rismel meets your gaze silently. After a moment, he frowns, then whispers, Mari, we should have come back for you. Rismel stiffens. But all I've done was for a greater purpose. History will vindicate me. Rismel refuses to look at you. Nothing you say will break my faith. I'll find the proof that you're wrong. I'll leave you. So, is this another deal with the Mad Cleric of Nethys? This might be a very dangerous battle. Let's save it. Well, first buff. So I might have negative levels, and everyone might have negative levels, but I still think we can take them all, because the wolf doesn't have negative levels. Mage armor Tristan. Amiri, rage armor yourself. Shield. Mage armor the dog. Mirror image. Bless. Strength mutagen. Enlarged person. Didn't work.
I do things my way.
Enlarged person. Enlarged person grow. Wait, what spell? Still got the mutagen, right? Wait, what happened? Are you saying that just because she has this armor on, she can't even drink her mutagen? Probably because it's considered a spell. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, that's very, 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 very stupid. That is extremely stupid. I don't know what level I'll give her next time. I do want her to go Dragon Disciple. She doesn't need charisma, but getting it that strength boost from going Dragon Disciple might be useful. That's fine.
I'm always ready.
Why didn't it work?
We should move.
Here I am. See,
Why isn't she enlarged?
I always have the upper hand.
Time to act.
Blur. Wait. Oh, I can't even cast it because that would have been dangerous. I think it's the negative levels. So yeah, basically it's better to leave this place. So yeah, let's go down here. Not this way. Yeah, all dead. Luckily we saved it. Okay, so yeah, this is the perfect time to end off the video because basically we're at negative levels. It's good to know that they're there. Wait, where does this at? We didn't save it here. We didn't get our loot. Wait, did we load game? What is this one? 183 days is 182. This is where we left off. I thought I saved it right before the enemy, because then we're gonna have to do other battles. Okay, so this is where we're at. Now we have these negative levels, so now we just have to retreat, unfortunately. But on the bright side, next time we come back, we're going to be able to level up. And since we got negative levels, this area is a high level area. So I'm gonna head back. I'm still gonna do a little bit of stuff. Like for example, I'm going to head back to the area that we're supposed to be in. We're gonna head back to the kingdom area. I still need to explore more, but that's gonna give us some time because we need to wait 3 days anyway. Do some adventuring there. I might do a time skip because like who cares about the kid. Let's explore this area a little bit. Oh, okay, that's simple. There's nothing over here. I'm not gonna do. Okay, let's go. We still need. Okay, she finished Enchanted Ran. Economy is good. So that's complete. Event still need. Let's do the rank up mission. Support the general stuff. That's gonna take 14 days. Let's see if there's any other events that are timely. We have projects. Nature of curses. We don't have issues with that. We have 99 stuff. Research to the nature of curses. Trade agreement with Magar Varn. 50 days to solve. Okay, so that's gonna take Canera. I'll do that with Canera. Star project, so I can get that going, and then I'll do the rank up thing with Amiri. You cannot skip time while adventuring. Okay, so don't worry. We're about to go. We're about to go. We need some time anyway. Time to relax. I would have loved the boost and stuff, so we're gonna skip some time. Do some rank ups. That should help me. Start the event. The project. Support the general's endeavors. Support the generals. The barony subjects are questioning their ruler's authority and actions. You receive -1 to all barony checks. Change from stable to word reason, negative current BP or BP per week. Reason, negative current BP, so we need to get BP. Military rank 2, thanks to the general and the barony's military has reached new heights. Mysterious cult, promoting items about debauchery, we got more divine, that's good. Cheap publicity. Failure, alas, the free thinking artist turned out to be too independent. Return to the past glory. We fortify Oleg's trading post. Okay, so we do have events. Canera's still doing her thing. That's going to be done in one day. Projects to complete. Research into the nature of crystals. Village on the marsh. Divine +1 Arcana. I'm not going to do that. Support the counselor's endeavors. Resolving the loyalty of the citizens in the barony. I do need to do that. Curses Torque 2. Trade agreement with Mavan. That's going to give us 1 BP. We do have a crisis point. Research into the nature of curses. Bald Hilltop. I need the first. So we have events. General request an audience. We'll do that. Lindsay has something to discuss. Event of the month. First, Neth. That's going to be next turn. Let's have Amiri talk about it. 75%. That's fine. The Gambler. Should be done by a Fae came to visit the region. He seems to love gambling more than life itself. Well, now carrying goods. That's going to be done soon. I want to have this done. Fae he tempts people into playing with him and then squeezes them dry. The Fae is already dragging around a cart full of gold he's won. It's time someone stop him before he bankrupts the whole region. Advisors will act. Okay. I want to rebuild the temple. Divine +2. Because I've been trying to build this. Let's purchase some stuff. I need 39. That's going to cost quite a hefty. That's not it. 39. No. 39. 3,100 accept. Okay. I could support the counselor's endeavors. Built the temple of the elk. Star project. Okay. So let's talk to the general. Let's get this stuff done. I do want to complete some missions before I just rank up everything. Amiri, well, Vanhi, is me again. Our army is growing. We got more soldiers, but not enough commanders. And there aren't no clever ones among the recruits. Without good command, you know you can't run an army. In some armies, the officers are wizards or shamans. They might be brainy, but they don't know a damn thing about soldiers. But when I was in Brevoy, I seen those, sword lords, right? They took skinny, but they know their weapons, and soldiers look up to them. I think we should hire them to be commanders in our army. They'll definitely have the troops' respect. In some armies, the officers are wizards or shamans. They might be brainy, but they don't know. See, you understand these matters better than I. Solve the problem. Choice effects. I can hire sword lords as officers, or hire spellcasters as officers. They might be brainy, but they don't know. Brains are important. But when I was in Brevoy, I seen those, sword lords, right? They look skinny, but they know their weapons. We are a nation of. Our name's Apex. Probably everyone should stay in their place. I think let the wizards or shamans be their own thing. I would normally have higher spellcasters, but we'll have them do their own thing. Right, fine. I'll go tell the others what you said. Oh, there's another endeavor? And then Lindsay's gonna tell me about something. I'm sure it's unthinkable to you, but someone from your court has sticky fingers. A large sum has vanished from your treasury. I've already started looking for the responsible party. I think I might know something about this. Sad, no shocking. Most shocking event. Can we discuss it one-on-one? Maybe I'll wait for you at the end after council. Without waiting for your reply, Lindsay runs. Oh, perhaps this investigation will be quicker than I thought. If it's him, we'll get rid of him. Easier to ask for this. Scandal at the court. A large sum is missing from the treasury. The best. Talk to Lindsay in the tavern. Okay. Let's see what Apex is doing. We'll do a general request in audience. Got that. Success. The visitor has met with the Baron. So I lost some BP. Rank up. When I didn't have any BP to. Oh, they probably got it last time. Support the general's endeavors. I mean, I have to do this again. Support the counselor's endeavors. Support the general's endeavors. Support the counselor's endeavors. So that's going to take some time. It would help. Definitely not going to do that yet because I have a trade agreement with Magar Varn to do. Events. The gambler. I want to have Canera take care of that. Unless I rank up. If I rank up, I already did the economy. Spend 2 weeks resolving the loyalty of citizens and the barony. That is an issue I want to take care of. Hey Chief, Amir gives you a background. What's on your mind? So have you proven yourself to be a mighty warrior? I may have. The trial is finished, and if someone ever doubts me, I prove it. What do you expect of me? Tribe always must have plenty of food. Tribe's enemies must be tough, not some easy scum. Tribe's fighters must challenge the strongest enemies. Let's speak against later. I don't know how my negative level is permanent. I do need a rest. Probably after I rest. Okay, so I still have negative levels. So now I have to go into my spell book and get a restoration. It restores all points permanently drained. It also eliminates fatigue. It also dispels temporary negative levels or one permanent negative level. So get that. Cast restoration twice, cause that's crazy. Her negative level is permanent too. That's crazy, bro. So let's see what Lindsay has to say about this issue. And then off camera, I'll go outside and cure the negative level. Go to the tavern. Which should be fun.
I do what I must.
Where is Lindsay? Miri. Why is Miri here? Shuffles around there, fidgeting with a quill. She turned. Well, about the embezzlement, I mean, calm down, Liz. What does he want to tell me? Well, it was me, but I can explain. She did it, killer. You see, I've always dreamed of owning my own printing house, so I could print whatever books I want. And then I found out there was a printing press being sold for cheap in Brevoy, and well, I just couldn't resist. Alright, you can open your publishing house, but no more surprises. Another one of your tricks. You dipped into the treasury, and anyone else would already be behind bars for this. You'll return all the money. I don't care where you get it from, and never mention the publishing house. But no more surprises. Thank you. You have my word. It won't happen again. There is one other problem, though. The press should have been delivered by now, but it hasn't shown up. I'm afraid that with our roads and the seeming menagerie that roams them, it might end up vanishing from into thin air. Can we maybe go check on it? See if anything's happened? It was supposed to be coming across the old road through the Narlmarches. Not a chance. You can go out and salvage it if you wish, but I have more important matters. Alright, let's go find your press. It's already been paid for, after all. That's something to do. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this session. I'm going to head on the road just a little bit so I can cure the negative levels, and then when we start back, we're going to be completing a little bit of quest, complete Lindsay's quest so we can level up. And the next mission, I'm thinking it's going to be more of, I'm still going to make sure I do some more questing the Narlmarches to level up before I start doing these other random side missions. So yeah, thanks for watching.